Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Samuel reporting, and welcome to episode 12 of my 2022 FIFA World Cup podcast, bringing you the latest updates on the 2022 World Cup. I'm joined yet again by Sam Savvas, my good mate. Sam, how are we this evening?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, mate. Thank you for having me on board with your podcast tonight.
Anytime. Shame about the Socceroos defeat this morning, but we can be proud of our effort to make it through the group stage.
Absolutely. A tough effort for the boys, but came so close to doing the unthinkable, beating Argentina. But well done, Aussies. We're so proud of this.
Absolutely, we are. Over the last day, we have seen the Netherlands advanced to the quarterfinals following a 3-1 victory over the USA overnight. The win was set up in the first half. Goals from Memphis Depay in the 10th minute and Dali Blind in added time. Haji Wright pulled one back for the USA in the 76th minute to give them one last roll of the dice. Any hope quickly faded away, however, as Denzel Dumfries wrapped up the Netherlands' place in the quarterfinals. Sam, the Dutch are in the last 8. They are building something special. Could this finally be their time?
It is very possible that they could go all the way this year. It depends who they play in the next match. But, yeah, good on Netherlands. Good fight by the USA. But just again, Netherlands were too strong in the end. So they could go all the way.
Can the US be proud of their effort at this year's World Cup overall?
I reckon they deserve to be really proud of their efforts for sure. I mean, they did it. They gave it their all this year. So, yeah, they should be very proud of their efforts as well.
Yeah, absolutely they should. Argentina advanced to the quarterfinals following a 2-1 victory over Australia. Lionel Messi opened the scoring in the 35th minute as Argentina took a 1-0 halftime lead. Alvarez doubled that lead and put Argentina in a match-winning position in the 57th minute after a defensive pass-back error. Enzo Fernandez put the ball in his own net to give Australia one last roll of the dice late on, but Argentina was good enough to hold out a late Australian surge as they advanced to take on the Netherlands in the quarterfinals. Sam, Australia's excellent run came to an end at the hands of very good South American side.
Yeah, I kind of saw this coming, to be honest, mate. I was really hoping that the boys put up a big fight and they nearly put off the unthinkable. But unfortunately, results just didn't go away. We wasted our chances, and especially towards the end of the game, and Argentina were just too clutch at the end.
Yeah, they were. I mean, we've been in the knockout stage now twice. We hope for better in America, Mexico, and Canada in 2026. Maybe with enough experience, we can get through to a last 8.
I reckon we can go a bit further next World Cup as well, depending who we go up against in the group stage.
Yeah, fair enough. Can you give me your prediction for the Netherlands versus Argentina quarterfinal?
It's going to be another cracking match, I reckon. I'm going to call it a 1-1 draw that goes into the penalties and Argentina advance through the semi-finals.
Reasonable prediction. In other news, some exciting upcoming matches include France taking on Poland at the Al Thumama Stadium. France finished top of Group D with 2 wins and 1 defeat. They were impressive in their victories over Australia and Denmark, but despite their final day defeat to Tunisia, they look raring to go all the way again in 2022. Poland finished second in the group with a draw against Mexico, a win over Saudi Arabia, and a loss against Argentina. My prediction is France will advance to the quarterfinals with a 2-0 victory. Sam, what's your prediction?
My prediction, France will also win 1-0.
Reasonable prediction. Poland start underdogs against one of the favourites to win the World Cup. What can they do to break down France?
Honestly, if they can break through their defence and get the attacking lead led by Robert Lewandowski, then they're a very good chance of getting through to the next round. But I still think France are just going to be too much for them.
Yep, I agree with you there. England will take on Senegal at the Al Bayt Stadium. England came top of Group B with a win and a draw. Senegal, against odds, came second in Group A with 2 wins and a loss. The Day 3 upset over Ecuador secured the knockout stage berth against the favoured South Americans. It is expected England can win this one and advance to the last 8 to set up a clash with France or Poland. I predict a 3-0 victory for England. Sam, your predictions, please.
I agree with you, mate. I think England will be too strong again in this next matchup. They'll win 2-0.
Yep, I agree. And if England can get through as expected, can you see them at least making it through to the last 4 or even beyond after such a long drought?
I reckon after such a long drought, they are a very good chance of going all the way. It depends who they've got coming up after this next match, but England to make it all the way is a 50-50 prediction in my opinion.
Reasonable. And that concludes episode 12 of my FIFA 2022 World Cup podcast. Remember, if you're keen to be a guest on this podcast, you can reach me on my email in the video description or via the profile in the description. LinkedIn profile, I should say, in the description. Sam, thanks so much for your time again, and we are proud of you, Australia, and we look forward to some more exciting knockout stage matches.
Yeah, thanks for having me, mate, on such short notice. Great effort from the Aussie boys. We're really proud of you. We really hope you guys can go one step further next year. Graham Arnold did an incredible job giving the boys a hard work effort, but, credit to the boys for stepping up on such hard circumstances and, to be able to beat Tunisia and Denmark, two incredibly really good teams in the world, Denmark being one of the top 10 teams in the world. Great effort from the boys, I reckon, and they've got nothing to be ashamed of, but they should keep their heads held up high and be ready for the next World Cup.
Absolutely. Thanks very much for your time, Sam, and I look
My
forward
pleasure,
to bringing
mate.
everyone more action in the next 24 hours.